Hello and welcome to this next installment of I'm Packing for Con. Gosh, I look like a freaking lion. Look at this. Ugh. Anyway, so I have a circus going on behind me. It's fine. So I wanted to do kind of another follow-up video to the, I'm packing for a convention. What do I need to bring? The con prep right before the con, because, you can only do so much. So here you go. I hope this list helps. Number 1 is your con checklist. Now, you should have gone over that while you were packing everything for your con. Anything and everything you want to bring, just make a list and check it twice because you're gonna forget something. So just make sure you go over that list, and it should be all checked off when you're done packing your stuff, and you should just leave the list on top. And if there's any notations, like maybe you're like, grab an extra pair of scissors, like I didn't have a pair of scissors, so I have a note. Make sure you find your effing scissors. Pack your scissors, Nami, because you're gonna be sad pandas when you don't have your scissors. Number 2, and this is a list of stuff that I actually keep outside of my con bag to make sure that I A, have it, and B, that I can just, it's the last thing I see, because everything that's in your con bag, once it's there, like out of sight, out of mind. Number 1, and I didn't talk about this in the last video, so I'm sorry, but it's your change box and your change. I highly recommend a locking change box. Second thing that you need to make sure that you have a cell phone charger, maybe even a phone card, just something to allow you to make emergency phone call if that needs to happen. We're a very digital society, so I realize a lot of people might be like, oh, Nami, but I have seen so many people who have forgot to bring a charger. The third thing I would recommend is emergency funds. Make sure you put like a 20, maybe a 10, have it on your persons, and maybe put it in like the tiny little pocket on the blue jeans, or roll it up in chapstick. I don't know. Like, just put it somewhere where you won't be tempted to use it, and just keep it in case something happens. I highly recommend always having emergency change on you, because you don't know what's going to happen. Do you need to take a cab somewhere? I don't know, but that should be money that you don't use. Keep in case of an emergency, because again, it's an emergency fund. Yay! So we've gone through our checklists, and we've checked everything twice, thrice, and even 4 times, because we're neurotic and want to make sure that we're not going to F ourselves over. Now it's time to get pumped for the con! And I'm going to show you a technique that I love using before every con. Nothing matters. Works every time, most of the time. And really, the last thing I can recommend is, at least a few days before, make sure you get a good night's rest, and make sure you're eating healthy and hydrating yourself, because those are a few things that can tend to slip by the wayside during a con. At this point, you should know when your date's gonna hit, and you should know, like, when you're gonna get there, and you should also know how you sleep. Like, do you get really excited before an event and nervously puke? That happens to some people. Regardless, just make sure you get sleep, eat well, and stay hydrated. So thank you for watching this video, and be sure to subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed what you saw. Leave a thumbs up, and if you want, hey, why don't you leave a comment and tell me, how do you prepare for cons? Again, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Mustache.